Hello. Thank you for joining with me today for quotes 844 through 846 and 852 from the book The 7 Steps to Awakening, and these quotes are by Sri Sankar. And before reading the quotes, I'd like to simply remember what I am. Allowing the truth to emerge. From the book The Desire for Liberation by Michael Langford, he has a chapter called Awakening the Extreme Intense Desire for Liberation. And these are quotes of his. And I'm going to read quote 20. Quote 20 says, "An aid to awakening the extremely intense desire for liberation is to see the value of the eternal and the futility of the temporary. The ego leads humans throughout their lives from one temporary, trivial pursuit to another temporary, trivial pursuit. To see the pointlessness of the temporary and the great value of the eternal can be of great help. If you look into the future to see where all these trivial pursuits and useless activities will lead in the end, that also can be a great aid in revealing the pointlessness of the temporary. Ask of every activity you are engaged in or about to engage in. Ask, is this contributing to my awakening or distracting from my awakening? Ask, is this leading to the temporary or to the eternal? And ask, is this a necessary activity or an unnecessary activity? So the questions again to help us discern are, is this contributing to my awakening or distracting from my awakening? Is this leading to the temporary or to the eternal? Is this a necessary activity or an unnecessary activity? I'd like to simply rest in the truth of what I know, closing my eyes, taking a few deep breaths, relaxing and releasing into this moment, into this chair, into simply being free. Allowing my attention to move from the outer world to right now, this moment. Just returning back to what is. What is eternal? And I watch the breath go in, go out, and the mind wants to be active. It's asking, is this eternal, this breath? And I simply allow the question to be there, and I return my attention to the breath. Just watching the breath in and out. And the mind wants to be active, and it asks, is the body eternal? And so I allow myself to take inventory of the present moment right now. What's in awareness? What is the awareness of body? With the eyes closed, simply being aware of what's in awareness. What is the body in awareness? Not the imagination of what it looks like. The eyes are closed, but simply just feeling. And noticing that the awareness, aware of awareness, what's in awareness, what feels like the body in awareness with eyes closed, It's not eternal, it changes. But the awareness of the awareness doesn't change. Simply focus on the unchanging awareness itself. Just watching it as a scientist would. Just getting to know it. Without trying to describe it. Just be with it. And if there is any feeling of it being separate from you, then allow yourself to merge with it, letting it be you, letting the awareness of the awareness be you. That's who you are. Feel it. Feel into the knowing that it's always there, it's always been there. Feel into the knowing of it that you've always been this. You've never not been this. Knowing your eternal nature. Remain focused on your eternal nature. Remain focused. This is contributing to your awakening. If the mind wanders, bring it back to the breath. And from there, bring it back to the awareness of the breath. Simply being aware of the awareness. Knowing it's eternal, never changing. Sink deep. Merge with. Being awareness. Quote 844. A certainty like this, the eternal is real, the fleeting world is unreal. A certainty like this is that discernment between things lasting and unlasting. A certainty like this, the eternal is real, the fleeting world is unreal. This is that discernment between things lasting and unlasting. Quote 845. And this is dispassion, a perpetual willingness to give up all sensual self-indulgence, everything lower than the eternal, through a constant sense of their insufficiency. And this is dispassion, a perpetual willingness to give up all sensual self-indulgence, everything lower than the eternal, through a constant sense of their insufficiency. Quote 846. Then the six graces, a steady intentness of the mind on its goal. This is restfulness. Then the six graces, a steady intentness of the mind on its goal. This is restfulness. Quote 852. But when these two, dispassion and longing for freedom, are lacking, then restfulness and the other graces are a mere appearance. But when these two, dispassion and longing for freedom, are lacking, then restfulness and the other graces are a mere appearance.